Fallujah, May of 2007. Marine veteran Matthew Gadomski barely survives a roadside bomb.
I was sustained a traumatic brain injury that we didn't know for years.
He needed his family, but connecting with them felt impossible.
They don't get what you just went through. Some of the questions were always odd. You know, how many people you killed? That's not really what we want to talk about. It's who didn't come home.
Matt's family watched his depression spiral.
Every one of my brothers were just waiting for a phone call saying I was dead.
In 2016, during a drinking binge, his mom reached out for help. And to his surprise, a fellow Marine from his own unit answered the call. Newcastle County, Delaware officer Nick Hurst.
He recognized that, and that's when the interaction really started.
You thought that your wife was coaching the responding officer.
I really thought my wife guided Nick, say that he was a Marine, that he was from T6, that he was a machine gunner. And I'm like, I don't know this guy. Who built that one?
Nick kept answering his questions. And when he named the friend they both had lost,
it was almost like a light bulb clicked on, that I wasn't just some random cop showing up in his front yard.
Matt let Officer Hurst secure a nearby gun.
That gun that was sitting on that workbench would have probably been grabbed.
That was the moment that Officer Hurst knew he had to propose a veterans response team, a unit where officers who also served would respond to veterans in crisis. He brought the idea to the Wilmington VA police chief, who set up the training with the Crisis Intervention Unit and the Homeless and Justice Outreach Center.
You're bringing a military veteran who's a law enforcement officer so that they can connect on the same level as a veteran in crisis.
Cecilia Gonzalez runs it. She says addressing their smaller issues often prevents the major crises.
The VRT officers came and mowed his lawn. I mean, you know,
little things like that.
Little things.
To show we see you.
Right. We see that you're struggling a little bit, and it may not be a crisis, so to speak, but it's a crisis to you.
Since 2017, officers from 41 different departments have attended this training. And this month, it expands to every VA regional office in the country. Atlantic County, New Jersey, just started their VRT training. Marine veteran Detective Chris Southard heard of the program.
We work very close with the local counselors. So if we encounter a vet who's in need of some sort of resource, we can contact a counselor directly, and they will help solve the problem.
The following video is how they say it should work. This is back in 2018 when a Colorado police officer responds to the call of a suicidal man. The officer realizes that he has served. Listen to the language he uses.
Dude, don't do it to another vet. Don't do it to me. Drop the weapon.
After 11 long minutes.
But I want to help you, man, because I'm tired of losing brothers and sisters.
The psychology of shared veteran trauma kicks in. Matt remembers that shift well.
I mean, if it wasn't for you, Nick, to be honest here, I wouldn't be a father to my kids.
A connection that one divine day saved Matt's life.
Who knew that it would be Matt that would be the first person that I did it for?
And with that, Lucy Bustamante joins us now in studio. So, Lucy, you watch this story and you think to yourself, this needs to be in every police department across the country. How widespread is the training?
So they're aiming for exactly that, Tom. So this week, every VA medical center in the country is going to start offering it. And what's important to also note is because of the Compact Act, a brand new law, veterans can go to any VA medical center, get suicide crisis care for free, as long as they had honorable discharge papers.
Such an important program. I'm also curious, how tough was it for these veterans to share their stories? Because they're trained not to be vulnerable, and this is their lowest point, and they're sharing these stories to help other veterans and save lives.
That is exactly right. It's a culture change for them. And so that's why they need that peer-to-peer support, because it's in their culture, like you said, secret service, right? Like it's a very a quiet suffering until they realize that they are too broken to go on. So finally, we're starting to see people just talk to each other about it, and more people learning how to ask 911, what's your emergency? Did you serve?
Lucy Bustamante, thanks again. You're doing such important work on behalf of veterans for NBC, so we really do appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.